preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Give to the running back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Skips away from pressure. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do.
Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Boise State, 10, Alabama, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Let's go, right.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State, 10, Alabama, 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just...
Get that going.
And what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Milroe. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Talk about aggressive or wacky. This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Off he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The aerial assault continues. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air, it's Milroe. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. 1-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Got it in the middle, it's Genty. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Genty. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And let's put up points today. What do you say?
Man, a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive block.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got it behind the line. It's Genty. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Tide!
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, and putting points on the board.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Gaines. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The play action fake. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Boise State offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. A first down for the offense. From the gun. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. To the air, it's Milroe. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do.
Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Touchdown, Boise State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That makes the score Alabama.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Can't hang on, he muffs it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.